Hello everyone, this is Anagha, a digital marketing consultant, and I'm someone who is passionate about helping NGOs to grow their online presence. This idea of helping NGOs to grow their online presence and also to come up with this particular series of YouTube videos to help NGOs hasn't come from any business idea or any brainstorming session or any marketing plan. It has actually come from my own experience when I was searching for NGOs to donate them. Today I'm going to share my story that led me to start this video series, which talks about the need of NGOs to have strong digital presence and my passion to help them build the one. Okay, so with over 3 million NGOs in India, the non-profit sector plays a very vital role in addressing social, economical and environmental issues. However, many NGOs face challenges in reaching out to donors, volunteers and beneficiaries. I mean, you can understand from this, there is a pool of NGOs who is actually creating a very wonderful cause, and they are very much dedicated towards working for their passion to create value in the society, for the environment and etc. things. But still they are not able to find out proper donors or proper volunteers, even the beneficiaries. So this is actually not a good sign, is what I felt, and that's why I think I should be working towards this because I can help people grow their online presence. I can bridge the gap between the demand and the supply. I mean, the person who is looking for and the person who can provide. A few days before, I received a call from one of my friends who works for NGO. She asked me if I can volunteer for her, and I readily agreed. But she explained that to be the volunteer for her NGO, I'll have to go through certain interview and counseling sessions. There's this process of onboarding the volunteer in that particular NGO. So when I asked her why, so she told me there are so many enthusiastic volunteers who join, but they burn out very quickly and drop off midway. And that's why the NGO has started coming up with a counseling session wherein they'll be able to help volunteers understand the kind of work and also they'll find whether the volunteer is a good match for the NGO and that particular sort of work or not, and everything. So then I mean the reasons here, specific reasons are first is lack of fit. So the volunteers' skills, interests or personal goals may not align with the specific role of the organization and its overall mission. And the second major reason is no clear communication and the organizational practices to the volunteer. So the lack of clarity and expectations or inefficient process from the organizations can create a negative volunteer experience and increase the likelihood of their dropouts. So because of, and also a study by the National Center for Charitable Statistics found that 30% of volunteers drop out within just the first year of volunteering due to various factors. And the two factors which I've just now mentioned are the major factors. Okay, so this is what happens. But during this particular course of me working with NGOs, we have really come up with a very wonderful solutions wherein volunteers would reach out to you based on what all your requirements are. And then there's this there can be this particular specific match, like puzzles fit into each other. It would be that way, like a volunteer would be fitting into your requirement and your organization that in that fixed manner. Yeah, so now I want to talk and discuss about that particular solution that we have come up with. So coming back to my conversation with my friend, she explained that her NGO, which is over 100 years old, follows traditional ways of doing things. And then when I suggested her that they should come online, they should create their very strong online presence. So she mentioned that they don't want to promote their work and seek fame. And honestly telling you, I really get it, because there are so many NGOs who feel the same. They really believe in good work and they don't want to show off their work. Yeah, and that's what their belief is, that their work should speak out for them. They don't need any social media presence, or they don't need to demonstrate their work on social media, and all of that is what they feel. But actually the story is other way around. Like it's not about you demonstrating your work to flaunt your work, but it's about you putting out your work online so that whichever volunteer wants to contribute in your kind of a service or your kind of a value or cause, he or she should be able to find you out. Yeah, so absolutely there is a different picture. In today's world, if people can't see your work online, how they'll be able to come to know about you, how they'll be able to support you? I think it's not for you. It's for the people who want to join the hands with you, who individually cannot do things. That's why they want to get associated with your kind of organizations, so that they also can contribute whichever part of their life into the noble causes. Yeah, so I mean, every NGO should think about it. It's not about you. It's about the people who want to create value and who needs organization and can't do work individually. So with the rise of digital media, having an online presence is really very crucial for reaching out to a wider audience, which include donors, volunteers, as well as beneficiaries. So as I've just now said that, I mean, let people have that opportunity to reach out to you, and for that your online presence is very much required, because everyone these days, looks out for different things through online mediums. Whichever is the thing, you and I also just go on Google and try to find out whatever thing we are looking for. Yeah, so if a person is looking out to volunteer as a teacher to underprivileged kids, and if he or she is searching out online on Google, but if he or she is not able to find out, even though you are there and doing a fabulous job, but if he is not able to find you out on the Google's search list, that means you don't exist for him, and that means he is not getting that opportunity to work for the noble cause, just because you are not available with a stronger presence on the digital platforms. Let me share my own story here. Like 14 years before, I wanted to sponsor a child's education and looked for NGOs in my city, searched them online, asked around about them and all, but I couldn't find anything. And eventually, when I kept on wandering around my city, then I stumbled upon a small orphanage which was having just a modest signboard outside. That's where I started donating to that NGO regularly. And then I realized that many NGOs are very small and don't have an online presence. In fact, a survey by the Indian NGO sector found that only 12% of NGOs have a website. I mean, as basic thing as website, only 12% of NGOs, and even fewer of them have social media profiles. So there's a very long way to go. Okay. And then also years later, my cousin who stays in USA was looking for a trustworthy NGO in India to volunteer and also to donate. Okay. So by sitting there, she could just she of course could only Google such places, and could check on social media platforms and all. But like after a very wide search, she just could find some prominent ones, but she wanted to donate and volunteer for smaller organizations wherein not wherein there won't be big donations coming from, or which are actually in need of donations and volunteers. So but she couldn't find anything and she gave up, and that really hit me hard, really hit me hard. And that made me realize even further that all the NGOs should really have an online presence, as there are people who are ready to donate, who are ready to volunteer, who just but can't find the right NGO when they search online. Okay. So and many people there are many people who want to connect the needy to the respective organizations, but most of the times there is a bad luck, and that's why most of the people don't even continue this particular work. There are some very simple examples, like any abandoned child who we find out that child on the streets, but we really don't know which is the proper place to hand him over. Okay, because he being a child, we can't hand him over to any of the organizations which we are not aware of, because we have a great concern for that child and his safety, right? So that's what, because I don't know, because people don't know which is the right place to connect that particular child, or keep that particular child at. That's why even though we want to create we want to do something for that child, we are not able to do it, because there's a whole lot of work that would attach with it, like searching for a proper NGO which would be trustworthy, which would really work for the benefit of that child and take the responsibility of that child, etc. things. So as a digital marketing consultant, I made it my mission to help NGOs build their online presence. I want to reach out to as many NGOs as possible and help them create a presence on social media and other digital platforms. By doing so, I hope to bridge the gap between NGOs and potential donors, volunteers, and beneficiaries. Would you please help me in doing that? So let's bridge the gap between good work and good visibility, because good work is already there, but good visibility is yet to be achieved. So if you are a part of an NGO, or if you have faced challenges trying to connect with one, so I would like to hear your story. Drop me a comment below. Let's collaborate, share ideas, and let's work together to build the online presence of one NGO at a time. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to connecting with you and many NGOs in future. Together we can make a difference in the lives of millions. Take care and bye for now.